Well, she's Rotimi, not, I don't know, is she related to Ola Rotimi? Well, we'll find out that. Sharon Rotimi is our guest this morning, a dynamic actress trained at the Del York Creative Academy, known for captivating performances in African Magic Original Series, Chronicles, and of course, in other things. But then she looks like someone that has done this for like 20 years, but she says she's just done this for 3 years. How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm well.
You are welcome.
Thank
Just
you.
3 years.
Yes, just 3 years.
You look like someone that has been there before,
Really?
been there and done that. But let's talk about how you got into acting. What were you doing before you got into acting? What's been happening?
I did a whole lot of things before I got into acting, but what the most recent was I worked in marketing at a fintech.
Did you? So this was a job, as it were. But then, how did the opportunity come for you to get into acting?
Well, let's just say it was just me tired of, waiting to do what I wanted to do. And I thought...
You've always wanted to act?
Yes, I've always wanted to act. And I just thought I might as well just do it now and see how it goes.
So how did you start? How did you get into the industry?
I auditioned like many other people.
Tell me about the experience. Incidentally, there's a thread on Twitter. People are talking about their worst audition experience.
Yes. Oh, my God.
You've seen that thread?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so tell me about this first audition experience, and then you tell me about your best and maybe your worst experience, if you have any. But let's talk about this first one.
The first one, my first audition experience was for a very popular filmmaker. Got there at about 5:30 a.m.
5:30.
I did audition till
That's the first one.
Yes.
Why did you know to come that early? Or how did you know?
I just assumed that other people were thinking like me.
Okay.
Like I knew there was going to be a crowd.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want a situation where I was like.
So what number were you on the list?
115 or something.
And you came by 5:30.
And I came by 5:30. That place was packed. It
Okay.
was
Interesting. It's normally like that. And how did you go? Did you get the job?
No, I did not. I did not even get a call back.
We'll get back to you. Was that what you were told?
Yeah.
But then, so moving forward from then, how did you get your first role? What was it like? What was the experience
Oh, that's
like?
interesting. I also auditioned for that. Funny thing is, the morning of the audition, I was thinking, man, I'm tired, because I'd been going for auditions upon auditions, and I was thinking, I just didn't want to see where I would go for this one again, and it would be another dead end. And it turned out that I got the lead role on the project. Yes.
Interesting. That was just the first one. And what project was that?
It's called The Wives. It's not out yet.
It was not even out yet.
Yes,
But that was your
beautiful
first
story. That was my first one.
Wonderful. And then after that, do you still audition now?
Yeah, of course. I've not blown.
And what is your? And let me just. What is your worst experience in an audition venue?
Well, I think
maybe on set.
On set. Don't want to talk about that.
What? You could be helping somebody.
Well,
experience could help someone.
Well, okay. To be fair, I've not had a lot of bad experiences. I've had more good experiences than bad experiences. And the bad experience, I think we can just chalk it up to scheduling issues, poor human management issues.
Okay. That happens.
Yeah.
PMs and all of that.
Yeah. I still talk. I was on the same thread on Twitter. I talked about how.
When did you there?
It was last night. I talked about how on set I'd finished the scene and I wanted to go change into my clothes. And I got there and they had packed up their stuff, which is understandable. It was quite late, but I found my clothes on the floor. I mean, there was the bed, there was a couch, there were places they could have put them, but they thought, oh, yeah, let's just put it on the floor.
That was great.
That hurt.
You know, this morning, when I saw that thing, the one that blew me about, I was just laughing, was where you said they invited them for audition, but they don't say there were cameras.
I know that guy.
that was mind-blowing for me. And then they were writing that the fact that the audition was actually the movie or the project.
Yeah.
It does happen. But let's see, with all you've done and all in this 3 years that you've done, how has your experience been as a whole in the industry so far? Challenging? Worthwhile? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
Yes. How do I say this? It's been challenging. Yes, it's had its ups and downs. For me, more ups than downs. But I do know how the reality is for many other actors. Every sector has its challenges.
Is it financially rewarding for you at this stage? Does it pay? Now you left marketing, you left
My 9 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 5 and all that. I mean, when I talk about marketing, you probably people that make the money and all of that, so you know. So does it, at this stage and all of that, is this something that one can start and pursue as a sole career? Or is it, if you're giving someone advice, is this something that you do by the side so that you can sustain yourself? Because, for different people, it's different strokes for different people.
The thing is, I don't think this has a straightforward answer. Given the climate in the country at the moment, it would make sense to, have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
But
as an actor, at times you are busy to.
Yeah, and that's the thing. At the same time, I was getting there. At the same time, it's if you're going to do this full time, you know that you have to put all your energy, your time. It can be tasking.
It is.
It can be really tasking.
So, but how have you been able to traverse such a part?
I think for me, it's that I have a really strong community, friends, family, people who are rooting for me. Every single time, I am shocked that there are people that actually want to see me do good.
That's nice.
And it feels really good. I have a really strong community.
All right, wonderful. Now let's talk about your recent projects. What have you done recently that people can watch out?
Oh, okay. So I filmed, there's a feature film I did last year.
Oh.
It's called The Artifact. I can't wait for people to see
Artifact.
it.
Yes, is it epic?
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. It's an adventure film.
It's an adventure film.
Yeah.
That sounds like some Tomb Raider kind of The Artifact or something like that, So
No, I'm not going to spill too much, but it's just about 4 friends.
Okay.
Going across different states in Nigeria to find some stones in an artifact.
Yeah, an artifact. What do we expect? When is this coming out?
I should think maybe 3rd quarter this year.
I'm not quite sure. Is it a cinema movie? Or is it something that will have in the streaming platform?
I think it's going to be on streaming platform.
Yeah, because of course with the proliferation of streaming platforms. So for you, is this it? Do you plan to get into maybe producing, directing?
Definitely.
Now it has come to the point where we've seen a lot of actors now who go on to herald their own projects because, as it were, they sometimes, at times it might not be what you want that you do, and then you feel like, okay, let me get to a point, and then what I really want to do, because of course it's still growing, as it were. What is the future? What do you plan to do?
For me, I love being an actor, but for me, it's the opportunity to be a storyteller, to tell stories. I love filmmaking in general, so of course I want to get my hands into producing, into directing. I just really want to tell stories. There are a lot of stories that some have been, told, some can be retold, some stories have been untapped, and I can't wait to.
Well, just let me wrap up this year. What does it mean? You were trained at Del York as an actor.
Yes.
What, do you think that gives you some sort of an advantage over somebody who was not trained on? What would you say to somebody that says that is there a need for you to actually be trained as an actor?
Yes, there will always be a need for you to be trained as an actor. It doesn't matter how talented you think you are. Okay. There's always something to learn. Always, tricks to the game that you need to learn. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was great having you.
Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to The Artifact. That's quite interesting. It's a name I'll not forget. If I see that, I know that, okay, Sharon mentioned that she's in the project.
I'll hold you to that.
I'll watch out for it. We don't have breakfast for you. Hope you're not fasting.
Yeah, no, I'm not fasting. I love food.
Yeah. You're too happy. No, we don't have breakfast. It's been a wonderful show. Thank you. Welcome, Nigeria. Right up here. Mazino, she's too excited about the breakfast. I don't like it.